Today, I am going to be walking you through the Bend 2024 Market Stats Recap. As you know, we keep track of all of the market stats in Central Oregon, and we bring you monthly updates with all the juicy details. And now it's time to just give you the overview of what happened in 2024. So, the headline for 2024 is we are flat to last year. So this is the first time in a long time this has happened. Last year we were up 7%, 2022 we were up 12%, now it's flat. So, things are always interesting in real estate. We love crunching the numbers at year end, and this year was really interesting. It did not follow most of the normal trends that we see in real estate, and the biggest outlier was the fact that our price peak happened in October, which is super late, way later than it normally happens, which is generally May, June, July, August. So it happened in October this year, which was way past the summertime peak. And essentially, we're right back where we started at the beginning of this year with a $700,000 median home price in Bend, Oregon. So while we had some peaks of $800,000 in October and some valleys of about $682,000 in February, essentially the market is stabilizing in 2024. So that's great news for everybody. That's great news for buyers who can expect things to continue on a more normal trajectory. And it's also helpful for sellers to know where things stand and to be able to expect that this coming year, 2025, is going to be very similar to 2024, unless we see significant changes with interest rates. So, looking at the overall Bend market in 2024, here are the key stats for you to know. February was the best month for Bend buyers. That's when we had our lowest price of $682,000 median home price. October was the best month for Bend sellers when they were getting $800,000 for their Bend homes. 2024 had more sales than 2023, not by a lot, but by about 5%. We did also have more days on market than 2023, so that gives buyers more time to do due diligence ahead of making an offer, ahead of going pending, and that gives people more time to make informed decisions. So that's helpful for buyers, not so great for sellers, but it also helps sellers know, okay, days on market is a little bit longer, so you might not have multiple offers in the first weekend of putting your home on the market. Similar to last year, 1 in 3 sales was paid for with cash or cash-like instruments, meaning hard money, private money, other non-conventionally financed, and that was 17% in 2023. So really interesting there. And then just going through December numbers. So median home price in December, and this is just a snapshot in time, was $700,000. Number of sales was lower, second lowest of the year, just behind February, of 105 sales that closed in December. Pretty typical for seasonality. We did have longer days on market, 45 days on market in December, also to be expected from a seasonal perspective. And really interestingly, 41% of all sales that happened in December were paid for in cash. So that just means it's a great time for investors to pick up good deals, and those folks with cash are snapping up some of Bend's best winter deals. So if you want to see those Bend winter deals or deals year round first before anybody else, you need to be on our mailing list, because Sarah and I send out a weekly top picks email. We feature properties in a variety of strategies: short-term rentals, long-term rentals, mid-term rentals, house hacks, flips, creative financing. So it's definitely worth your while to get on our email list, see what we're finding every single week. We write the commentary ourselves. We don't just regurgitate what's in the listing description. So you get a lot of insight just by reading our email once a week. So if you want to join our email list, all of the information is here on our YouTube channel, and you will have lots of value delivered to you every single week. So thank you for joining us for the December 2024 Bend Market Stats Recap. We'll see you back here on the Suzanne and Sarah YouTube channel next time. Thank you.